So you've probably heard the names, right? People like the Winklevoss twins, uh, CZ from Binance, maybe.
Yeah.
These huge crypto figures we always read about.
Yeah, they're all over the business pages. But, what if there's this whole other layer of crypto wealth being built? One that's, well, mostly invisible to the mainstream.
Exactly. We're talking about something pretty remarkable happening quietly, the rise of these, let's call them unseen crypto billionaires, specifically in Africa.
It's fascinating because it really flips the script on the common narrative.
Yeah.
When people think crypto in Africa, it's often mobile money, maybe remittances.
Right, grassroots innovation, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is happening, of course.
But underneath that, there's this whole other story, a new class of genuinely wealthy people who've made fortunes in digital assets.
Absolutely. And that's what this deep dive is all about, uncovering that quiet revolution. Africa isn't just, playing catch-up here. In some ways, it feels like they're quietly leading.
Totally. The world just hasn't really caught on yet. Forget the usual image of who gets rich from crypto.
This is different.
It really is. We're talking young, very tech-savvy people coming out of Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania.
And they didn't climb the ladder through traditional banking or Wall Street, did they?
Not at all. Their roots are in places like Telegram groups, Reddit threads. It came from sheer midnight hustle, as they say, where maybe traditional banking wasn't easily accessible. Crypto just worked.
No friction, borderless. It kind of filled a vacuum, allowed innovation to just happen.
Precisely. And you have figures like Temi Ajiboye in Nigeria, software developer.
Right. He co-founded Bycoins, that exchange specifically for African users.
Yeah, and became one of the continent's first known crypto millionaires pretty early on. But his story, visible as it is just the start.
Because there are so many others operating completely in the shadows, right?
Exactly. Blockchain analysts have tracked these pseudonymous wallets, anonymous addresses, holding what looks like 8 figures, tens of millions of dollars.
Wow. And what are they doing? This holding Bitcoin.
Oh, no, much more than that. They're actively trading altcoins. They're deep into DeFi yield farming, earning income off their assets. Some are even running things like online casinos.
All leveraging crypto's borderless nature from places like Lagos, Nairobi, Cape Town, totally outside the old financial rails.
And then you get these almost legendary stories like Zulu ETH.
Ah, yes, the South African investor known only by that handle.
Reportedly turned, $500 into over $40 million, trading Ethereum, Solana, even meme coins before that 2021 peak.
Incredible and totally private, but their wallet moves were all traceable on the blockchain. That's the crazy part.
It shows the decentralization, how this wealth could just accumulate differently.
And what's key here is that many did this without Silicon Valley, like zero venture capital, no Wall Street players involved.
None. It was built on, code, strong belief, and maybe a bit of calculated chaos. They just bypassed the gatekeepers.
Maybe they had to bypass them. It created a whole different kind of playing field.
That's a good point. And look, they're not just sitting on this wealth. They're not just stacking crypto. Many are building.
What kind of things?
We're seeing African-based DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations starting up, blockchain remittance platforms making it cheaper to send money, NFT art galleries showcasing local talent, even crypto-funded schools.
So the impact is actually quite broad, potentially reshaping local economies.
Definitely. Which makes you wonder, why is this story so unseen? Why isn't the global media covering it more?
Is it just bias? Or maybe ignorance?
Could be, but our sources also suggest that for these individuals, privacy isn't a perk. It's essential. It's protection.
Right. Because massive wealth, especially displayed openly, can unfortunately make you a target in some places.
It makes you rethink what a billionaire even looks like now. It's not always the suit and the private jet anymore.
And their influence is spreading, isn't it? Inspiring others.
Absolutely. It proves you don't need to be in New York or Silicon Valley. You just need access, you need the internet, and you need ambition.
It's a quiet revolution, like you said, but the implications are huge.
Really huge for the global financial picture.
So next time you hear someone call crypto just hype or just a Western thing, maybe remember this. Remember this untold story.
Because somewhere on the continent, right now, maybe from a tech hub, maybe a cafe, maybe even a village with solar Wi-Fi.
Someone's buying more Ethereum, building the next thing, this untold story. Well, it feels like it's just getting started, and it seems pretty unstoppable.